Happy New Year, everybody!
What I would do to take away this fear of being loved, allegiance to the pain. Now
Wow, 2016 was freaking crazy. Anyways, this video is not about the entire 2016 because we've all had our own experiences in that year. And I just wanted to share a few movies that have really stuck with me this year. I'm not sure if it's going to be 100% accurate because I probably am or will forget a few things. Okay. Yeah, these movies are not 2016. I don't know if they are, but I don't think so. They're just movies that I haven't seen before and have seen in 2016. The top one would probably be Comet, because that's the one that I first was super shocked that I have never heard of it. Elton actually introduced me to it and I was like, oh my goodness, this movie is amazing. So Comet is super good if you want a relatable, complex love story kind of movie. It's definitely different from your ordinary love story. Everything is just crazy good and it's worth watching. So that came on my top favorites. My number one favorite is The Count of Monte Cristo, but that's nothing new. I've always watched that movie with Jim Caviezel and Guy Pearce. I'm not sure if it was this year. I think it was this year that I started watching Game of Thrones. So if you have not watched it, I know a lot of my friends have not watched it yet. It's so worth watching. Like, that's probably the only television series that I've finished completely. I remember watching Orange is the New Black, but I was never able to actually finish the entire thing. So yeah, Game of Thrones, worth watching. Never thought I would be into watching that whole thing, but it was good, I promise you. There's a lot of violence, a lot of sex, and a lot of blood, so just don't watch it in front of kids. Their parents will probably get mad at you. It's very entertaining, very smart, very unexpected, completely worth watching. About Time is absolutely perfect to me, and it has great life lessons and very romantic, very happy, also real, and just something that you can watch after and view life differently in a happy, good way, in a positive way. So it's very refreshing. I love that movie so much. Oh my gosh, it's on my top favorites for sure. Oh my gosh, I could watch that movie every day if I had to. The soundtrack in that movie is amazing. Just like in Comet, the soundtrack in Comet is very good. And most of what I'm sharing to you has a lot of great soundtracks and film scores. Another great movie that I watched, it's called Deepwater Horizon. Deepwater Horizon is intense, based on a true story. Interesting, captivating, a bit suspenseful, I guess. Another great movie that I've recently seen is called Captain Fantastic, and it's the type of movie that makes you think deeply. It's very adventurous. It's a very reality kind of film because there's also lessons in this as well, and it's kind of like a mind opener of hey, this is sadly the world we live in, but check this family out. And another great film is Nerve. You always want to know what's going to happen next. I think it's a bit of a different world because of the technology that they have, or maybe it's just the editing, but it's a interesting concept that they came up with for Nerve. I've probably watched it twice already. Definitely would watch it by myself again. Oh my gosh, I totally forgot. This movie is so crazy. It's called Hush. That movie, I saw it on Netflix. That movie is so, oh my gosh. It's about a deaf girl being stalked by a killer at her house, and she literally lives in the middle of nowhere. And she's come on, she's deaf. What would you do if you were deaf and someone's about to kill you? Oh my gosh, that movie is crazy. Watch it with someone. If you're scared, watch it with somebody, because there are some parts where it's just like, oh my gosh, like freaking scary. It's just, the situation is scary, that's what I'm saying. And but it's, the way they did it is so good. So yeah, Hush was a really great movie. And I was like super glued into the television screen watching that. I was like, oh my goodness. Like I think I was hugging a pillow and a blanket. So yeah, I totally forgot to mention that. But yes, Hush is definitely on that list of movies in 2016. And if I'm forgetting something, I will write it in the description. And yeah, bye guys.